Attention, Steelers fans. We have breaking news that you'll surely want to hear. The Pittsburgh team has decided to cut wide receiver Denzel Mims from their 90-man roster. This news, reported by Mike Garafolo of NFL Network, has surprised many, though it was somewhat expected due to the intense competition within the team. Denzel Mims joined the Steelers last season after being cut by the Detroit Lions following their 2023 training camp. The Steelers added him to their practice squad, partly because of his connection with former receivers coach Frisman Jackson. Jackson had coached Mims during his time at Baylor, where he was an All-American. However, despite this connection and his potential, Mims did not impress enough during the spring to secure his spot on the roster. The competition for the receiver position on the Steelers has been fierce, with the addition of players like Quez Watkins and Scotty Miller. These new talents have pushed Mims out, who also did not stand out on special teams, a critical aspect that favored other players like Dez Fitzpatrick and Marquez Callaway. The lack of participation on special teams was a key factor in the Steelers' decision. Denzel Mims was a second-round draft pick by the New York Jets in 2020. At that time, the Steelers chose Chase Claypool over Mims. During his time with the Jets, Mims did not secure a prominent place on the team, being overshadowed by receivers like Garrett Wilson and Elijah Moore. His tenure with the Jets ended when he was traded to the Lions, where he also had few opportunities due to an ankle injury sustained during training camp, which ultimately led to his release. Mims' departure leaves a void in the big receiver position for the Steelers, who now need to look for options to fill that space. Potential alternatives include Hakeem Butler, who was named Defensive Player of the Year in the UFL and already has experience in Pittsburgh's training camps. For Denzel Mims, this means seeking his fourth opportunity in the NFL. His career has been a series of ups and downs, and now he must find a new team willing to give him another chance. On the other hand, the Steelers continue their search for a receiver who can complement George Pickens. Fortunately, the outstanding performances of players like Calvin Austin III provide some flexibility, though rumors about interest in players like Brandon Aiyuk will continue to be a hot topic throughout the offseason. So, dear fans, stay tuned and don't miss any updates on the team's moves and possible additions. You'll find this and other important details here on your Steelers News channel. Stay with us and keep enjoying all the exclusive information about your favorite team. Uncertain future for Najee Harris with the Steelers. The long-term future of Najee Harris with the Pittsburgh Steelers is in doubt, according to various internal sources and expert analyses. Although Steelers general manager Omar Khan has hinted at the possibility of signing a long-term contract with Harris, experts are not convinced that this will materialize. Recently, in an interview with radio station 93.7 The Fan, Khan explained that the decision not to activate the fifth-year option on Harris's contract was purely business. It was a business decision we had to make before May 2nd. Najee is incredible to have here. We love him as a player and as a person. The fact that we didn't take the option doesn't preclude us from doing something long-term with Najee, Khan commented. I would love to say he had a long career in Pittsburgh. He really represents us well both on and off the field. It was just one of those things where we had to make a decision. We felt that at this time it was the right decision for everyone. I love Najee and would love to have him here long-term. Despite these statements, veteran Steelers reporter Mark Kaboly was not convinced. During his appearance on the morning show on 93.7 The Fan, Kaboly expressed his skepticism. I don't believe that at all. If they really wanted Harris in their long-term plans, they would have activated his option or at least offered him a contract. I don't buy that let's see how he does in Arthur Smith's offense bit. We know how he'll fare in that offense because Smith has had similar running backs before. So, I think, it was a business decision. Kaboly went on to explain that the Steelers simply do not want to commit to paying $7 million guaranteed at this time, especially for a position like running back, which typically does not receive large investments. Additionally, he highlighted the presence of Jaylen Warren, a running back who has proven to be a more economical and, according to some, more efficient option than Harris. The statistics support this argument. Warren averaged 5.3 yards per carry last season, one of the best figures in the league in 2023. He ran 149 times for 784 yards and scored 4 touchdowns. Moreover, he was more involved in the passing game, with 61 receptions for 370 yards, compared to Harris's 29 receptions for 170 yards. In terms of efficiency per touch, Warren has proven to be more explosive and productive than Harris. With these factors at play, the uncertainty about Harris's future with the Steelers only increases. Although Khan has expressed his desire to keep Harris on the team long-term, financial analysis and the available alternative options suggest that the path to a new contract may not be as clear as initially thought. This development has left fans and team observers with many questions. The situation casts doubt on the future of one of the franchise's most promising talents and raises questions about the direction the team will take in its upcoming strategic decisions. Will Najee Harris be able to continue his career with the Steelers, or will he be forced to seek new opportunities with another team? Only time will tell, but for now, uncertainty reigns in Pittsburgh. A massive receiver trade door opens for the Steelers. Amid a summer lull, rumors in the NFL, particularly in Pittsburgh, never rest. The Steelers might be on the verge of making a stunning move to bolster their receiver group, with Brandon Aiyuk, wide receiver of the San Francisco 49ers, at the center of all this speculation. Since the NFL draft, when the Steelers restructured several contracts to free up salary cap space, Aiyuk has been consistently mentioned as a possible trade target. Now, with the end of the offseason and the start of training camp in sight, rumors of a possible trade are gaining momentum. The latest spark in this story comes from social media. A recent update on Aiyuk's TikTok account has further fueled doubts about his future with the 49ers. In the video titled, "I Laugh, But I'm Really Crying," Aiyuk is seen talking with Washington Commanders quarterback Jayden Daniels. During the conversation, Aiyuk hinted that his relationship with the 49ers is at a critical point. "They said they don't want me back," Aiyuk commented to Daniels. "That's it?" Daniels replied. "I swear," Aiyuk affirmed. Although Aiyuk didn't provide more details or clarifications in the video, his words leave much to ponder. He could be suggesting that the 49ers have closed the door on a long-term deal, or perhaps they are looking to trade him immediately. It's also possible that it's a strategy by Aiyuk to pressure negotiations. Whatever the intention, it's clear that a potential move might be on the horizon. Aiyuk is seeking a long-term contract and a significant increase from his current $14 million salary. However, negotiations with the 49ers are at a standstill. With the receiver market booming, especially after Justin Jefferson's impressive 4-year, $140 million contract, Aiyuk wants more than $25 million per season. It seems San Francisco is not willing to reach that figure, at least not yet. Jeremy Fowler, a senior NFL writer at ESPN, shed some light on the situation during a recent appearance on SportsCenter, reporting that negotiations are at an impasse. With Aiyuk's extension in limbo and the 49ers possibly wanting to avoid distractions, could Steelers general manager Omar Khan's patience pay off? If a trade is to happen, it's likely to occur during this offseason before training camp begins. Unlike the 49ers, the Steelers are eager to have Aiyuk on their team.